Real facts, real talk, real views across Michigan. We bring it to you. Stay informed, stay true with a Bulletin News.
Hello, everyone. This is Marcus Jefferson. Welcome to the Michigan Bulletin News. I'm Marcus Jefferson, publisher of the Michigan Bulletin, and today we've got a familiar crew with us. We've got Matt and Lisa and Melissa. It's not the Jazz Fest this time, it's the Blues Fest. But basically, we were going to go through the same format. We're going to talk about what's coming up and what's going to be offered. And we're going to start with you, Matt. And I don't know if you remember, we did personal and then we did professional passions.
Sure. Yeah, I can tell you about some of my passions. I really appreciate getting to be back with you today. So thanks for having us. I'm really excited for the show. When I think of what I'm passionate about, I'm really passionate about people coming together and working together. I wrote a book. I was really fortunate to get to do that after grad school that is about bringing people together. It's about turning conflict into collaboration. Governor Snyder actually put a quote on the back of it saying that the philosophy would bring Americans closer together. So I'm really like the community, the catalytic aspect of what we do with MICA, the Michigan Institute of Contemporary Art, for Blues Fest in Oldtown. To me, I think it's so congruent with who I am. I love that I get to do it. It's really pretty fun. So I'm excited that I get to be here with you today.
Oh, that's great. Lisa, how about you?
Well, thank you again for having us. Really appreciate your welcome. And I am passionate about the arts. And I have to say that I think arts is life-changing. I think that, especially for young people, I think it allows young people from all kinds of backgrounds to find a place for themselves. And I love that right here in our city we have this high quality music opportunity, with world-class musicians coming to our town. So very excited to talk about Blues Fest today.
Yeah, it's funny that you said that. I was talking to John, who's helping us out on the board, and we were talking about there's a lot of school districts that don't do the arts anymore. I remember when I was a little kid, you could go pick out an instrument and that was your instrument. Now there's no choirs, there's no bands. I mean, when you start cutting and you cut out that creativity, it really affects kids in the long run. All right, Melissa, I know you've got a lot to tell us. Go ahead and let's start with you.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
And thank you also for having us back today. My personal and professional passion is also music, arts, community, seeing everybody together. I love just watching people grow, watching people have fun, connecting together. It's a great time for people to run into some people that they haven't seen in a long time, meet new people that, you connect right away and you just know that it was meant to be, meant to happen, meant to meet that person. So I love being able to create that kind of environment and also being a part of it and being able to see that. It's beautiful.
Now, I know that the Blues Fest is actually next week.
It is.
Starting on the 17th.
Yes.
A lot of people, they're just there for the Friday and Saturday action, but there's things that are going on, especially for our young people on the 17th. Who wants to take that one?
Well, I kind of organize Kidsbeat, so maybe I'll take it. First of all, Wednesday and Thursday there are concerts inside Urban Beat. And if you haven't been to Urban Beat, it is this really wonderful local music club that allows all kinds of artists to play. And so my students, actually, I work at MSU, and my students were learning how to direct music there from a video perspective. And one night they were doing country, and the next night they were doing, more of a salsa. And so it's just this wonderful blend and mix. But there is a fundraiser, I believe that's Thursday night, is it not? And it's for Kidsbeat. And what Kidsbeat does is it encourages young people to get involved with the arts. And as you said, some school districts still have arts, but a lot of them, when funding goes, it's the math and science that stays. And, that's important, no doubt. But also, not everyone's going to be a mathematician, right? And so, the creative arts are a wonderful pursuit as well. And so just really trying to, this time we're going to have someone teaching kids how to play the harmonica, and they get their own harmonica. So we have little harmonicas for them, and they can come down and give it a try, and then go home with a harmonica to practice on.
Now, is that all day Thursday, or what are the times?
Well, actually, the Kidsbeat is Saturday afternoon.
Saturday afternoon.
But the fundraiser for it is Thursday night.
Okay.
So the concert at Urban Beat will raise funds for.
Okay. So what time is that?
6 to 9.
Thank you.
6
Yeah.
to 9. Okay.
There's so many
Both-
moving parts. We don't all do all the things. Like
Yeah.
I'm actually learning here too.
Both Wednesday and Thursday will be inside Urban Beat, like she was saying, and they're both going to be 6 to 9. Wednesday is the kickoff event, and it's free for everybody. We're also inviting all of the volunteers that night to come out and meet each other, bring new people with them who might be interested in volunteering, and just kind of getting behind the scenes of all of the festivals, but starting with Blues Fest. So.
Oh, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's dig into the fun times when the streets are all blocked off and we've got these wonderful lineups. Who are our featured lineups, and what days are they on?
So we have a few headliners this year. On Friday we have 2. We have Greg Nagy, who's going to be playing at 7:30. And then we also have the Blue Avenue Delegates, which are more of a local headliner. So much fun every time these guys get back together. I've been watching them since I was a kid. I'm so excited about that. That's 9:30 Friday night. So 7:30 for Greg Nagy, 9:30 for Blue Avenue Delegates. And then on Saturday, we have John Namath, who's going to be headlining, and I believe he's on at 9:30 on Saturday as well.
I don't think I'm familiar with John Namath.
No, he seems so much fun. Just watching his videos, I'm super excited to meet him in person. And I'm not going to disclose what he asked for in the green room, but it's fun. So I'm super excited to meet him in person. He's got a great energy. He looks like a lot of fun. I don't know his age, but he's slightly younger than a lot of the other performers that we have. But he's a national act. I think he's with the Intrepid Artists group.
Oh, wow.
So pretty well-known music group there.
How about some of our locals? Do we have any of our local people like Twyla, Birdsong, or
Always.
people like that?
Mm-hmm.
Who do we have local that my reader or my viewership may know?
Yeah, we always have the local artists as well, right? We love to, raise Lansing, lift our local musicians. So absolutely Twyla is on the roster, and she's got some guests coming back with her as well. We've got Ann Bell. She's the great pianist in Lansing, and she also has some guests coming in with her. We have Blue Denim being one of the Afterglow artists, and they are no stranger to Urban Beat. They're at Urban Beat all the time for the open mic night and lots of different events that they have there, and they play there out on the patio as well as inside all the time. That's one other thing about Urban Beat is they have patio artists throughout the week that you can come and see as well, which is so much fun. Some other local artists, Tom Duffield is coming back. Jeff Baldori Blues Band, they're going to be back, or he's going to be back.
Boogie
so
Bob.
much fun. So much fun. Yeah.
think we're gonna
Sunny
Click
Blue and the
Vocals, too?
Moons.
Yeah.
Yep. Click Vocals
Yep.
is coming back. Sunny Blue and the Moons is going to be there. Generator is also a local band. They're going to be there. And you can see them around Lansing, throughout the year as well. But yeah, they'll be there as well.
Now, I know there's a lot going on. Will MICA be open if somebody wants to come in and see the art that's in there?
Definitely. We actually have artist receptions, kind of meet and greets going on Friday and Saturday. So Friday evening 4 to 7, I believe, and then Saturday afternoon 1 to 4. Mark Chamberlain, which is one of the photographers that has his art showed or exhibited right now, he's going to be there for a meet and greet during those times. The other photographer that we have in there is Jeff Berger, and he's got his book in there as well. It's called The Perception of Doors. It's really cool. You can come out and see the photographs that he's taken of different doors around the world, including the door for the behind Catalyst, the back door of Catalyst,
cool.
which is in Oldtown.
That's neat.
Really cool art on that door, so it's really cool pictures. So yes, MICA will be open. It's also considered the volunteer hub during the festival. So not only can you come in and meet the artists, but all of the volunteers get a cool place to come in and have a snack, grab a water, and kind of hang out and get off their feet for a minute.
Well, Matt, I know that you are always running around the festivals and you're introducing acts. Tell me how you got involved with that.
Yeah, I really love that I get to play the role of MC. It's a fun thing that I'm honored to get to do. It's really fun. I love it. I've been on stage 1,500 times now, between being on stage or in front of a camera like we are today, and so it was kind of just a natural thing when there was a need about 1.5 years ago or so, and I was like, I can give it a chance. I give it a try, and I actually had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it a lot. It's fun to hang out with the bands. It's fun to be backstage. It's fun to I have ADHD, so I can't really sit still anyway. So it's good for me to be able to have an excuse to have to walk around. But it's so much fun to get to interact with everybody, to interact with the festival goers who are in attendance. I love that I get to hang out with the volunteers. Melissa mentioned the green room. It's really pretty cool. From the volunteer side, that you get to go kind of interact with folks and have all these special perks and all this stuff. And I really think about when I was earlier in my career, or when I was a college student, or maybe it's true at different phases of life, I don't know. But I think about the different volunteerism that I got to do, and how the experience itself was kind of the reward, right? And you get a T-shirt, and you get cool pictures with different people, and you get to have some cool memories, and that's all really what it's all about. Yeah, sure, fine. But it's a neat experience just doing that, being there, and getting to say I was a part of it, right? This thing has 4 decades of history behind it, and so I think it's really. I'm proud that I get to have my presence as a part of it, and I just really love and appreciate and admire all the folks who volunteer. And if you are interested in volunteering, that's something I strongly encourage, because it's just such a fun way to spend your time. It's it really we don't ask much of any of these folks anyway. It's pretty easy. Come hang out and be cool. Make sure that people who are supposed to do what they're supposed to do are doing what they're supposed to do. Most of us can do that, and then you get to listen to cool music and have a good time. It's just great. So I encourage folks, if you're listening right now and you're I don't know if I could handle it physically. We got some folks who just sit there and monitor the gate, right? So we've got a lot of folks we got a lot of needs. It takes about 100 people for every one of these shows, or every one of these festivals, and so I really I appreciate you asking that question. I love that I get to participate in the way that I do.
Yeah, actually, when I first met Robert Busby, who's one of the originators, I was a bartender for just about every event, the Blues Fest, the Jazz Fest, and just being around Robert Busby. He owned the Creole Gallery when he was alive.
Yeah.
I saw Wynton Marsalis, I saw Wycliffe, I saw all these greats in this little bitty gallery, and and they were performing, and we were just having a good time. Sometimes that volunteer experience will leap over into something else and may inspire somebody.
Well, and my first time volunteering was also bartending, right? So and I was fortunate. I was in the second floor, I had the window, I was literally watching everything. We were in the VIP upstairs lounge, we have the balcony, we have the patio upstairs, all this stuff. It was such a really, really cool experience. I'm if I were just coming to attend, this is not the kind of experience I'd be having, that's for sure. So it's such a fun time.
Oh, yeah. And Lisa, tell me something about the kids that we don't already know that's going to be happening next week that you're going to be personally involved in.
Well, I don't know if I can tell you something you don't already know, but I can tell you some great stories about what I've seen. So when these kids come to the instrument petting zoo in particular, they're so excited to try things. And they come in and they're like, well, so you try to encourage them, why don't you try this? And most of them, every so often there'll be a kid that jumps right in, but usually they stand back and then you watch them really get interested in a particular instrument. And the people that actually run it, Roger and Drew, they're so good with kids. They're so encouraging, and they are just very, try a banjo, try this, try that. Excuse me, it's just wonderful to watch. Really great.
Now, what are the times for the instrument petting zoo?
1:30 to 2:30 on Saturday.
Okay, we can make sure we get some kids out there.
Yes.
1:30, 2:30.
Absolutely.
I gotta get there early enough so my kids can come.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, it kicks off the whole event on Saturday, and it's how we start it. So it's great.
Now, if people want to get involved in any way or they need to contact somebody, how can they get additional information?
Yeah, so they can go to the website, www.misharts.org. It's MICHARTS. There's a volunteer tab at the top of the website. They can click on that and register, use that link on there to register to volunteer. We also have a lot of opportunities in the gallery itself, just to keep the gallery open. And when you do that, you can also get hooked up with volunteer for the festivals as well. So do a little bit of both. We have year-round volunteer opportunities, not just during the festivals as well.
Is there a phone number that's associated?
Yeah. Yep. It's 517-371-4600. We also have an email. It's MICA@misharts.org. So MICA@misharts.org. So you can email that email as well with your contact information, with your name, phone number, and email, and we can get you registered and get you set up that way as well.
Well, does anybody else have anything before we sign off here?
Yeah, I do. I want to just say that one of the wonderful things about this is the great people you meet. Like, I'm not sure I would ever have met Melissa or Matt had I not been volunteering down there. I mean, our paths would not have crossed. And yet, you just meet really creative, interesting people that are doing really interesting things. And so I would really recommend that if you are interested at all in music, and most people are, this is just a great place to volunteer. It's a great place to be, and you'll end up making some really great friends.
You will.
Anybody else?
Outside of the festivals, Oldtown itself is a great experience if you haven't done that yet. Anybody who's out of town, in the gallery, I love getting to meet people who are just, cruising through or stopping by, have never been to Oldtown before, or aren't from Lansing, or maybe they were from Lansing and then moved away and now they're coming back and they just get to see how revitalized it's been because of people like Robert Busby, right, who really made it into what they are today, which I think he just had a birthday recently as well, so would have been 79, I think. Wow. So it's got an awesome history. It's a really cool experience. I know myself when I go to other cities, I really like to go to those small towns and go to the main drag and just stop at all the shops and see what it's like, and that's Oldtown.
Yeah.
Once again, before we get off the air, the phone number and the website again?
Yeah, it's 517-371-4600, and then the website is www.misharts.org, so MICHARTS.org. All
right. I really enjoy the jazz, the blues, and the funk fest now, and the thing I love about it is it seems like everybody is happy, everybody enjoys everything, and meeting new people like you said, and getting those new experiences, or just meeting a band that you say, wow, I've never heard of them, but they're great. Yeah. That's always a great thing. Until we meet next time, hopefully I gave you some news that you can use, and I want all of you out there to have a wonderful, wonderful life. Goodbye.